Greetings everyone, and welcome to my coin collection. Back in video number 13, I presented a set of 50 pence coins from the Isle of Man, featuring characters and words from Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. Today's coins are another set of 50 pence coins, celebrating a famous children's story, this time Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. Charles Lutwidge Dodgson was an English author, poet and mathematician. His father was an Anglican minister, and he was educated at Rugby School and the University of Oxford, where he was known as a talented mathematician. He went on to work at Christ Church, Oxford for most of the rest of his life. In 1856, a new dean was appointed at the college, Henry Liddell, and Dodgson's friendship with Liddell's family became an important part of his life. By this time, Dodgson had already published some short stories and poems, some of them under the pseudonym Lewis Carroll. This was a play on his real name. Lewis is the anglicised form of Ludovicus, which was the Latin for Lutwidge, and Carroll is an Irish surname similar to the Latin Carolus, from which comes the name Charles. So his name Charles Lutwidge translates into Latin as Carolus Ludovicus, which is translated back into English as Carroll Lewis, and then reversed to make Lewis Carroll. On July 4th, 1862, Dodgson told the story to Alice, one of Liddell's 3 daughters, who begged him to write it down. Eventually, in November 1864, he presented her with a handwritten, illustrated manuscript entitled Alice's Adventures Underground. In the meantime, he had shown the incomplete manuscript to other families and the publishers Macmillan, and in 1865 it was published with a new title, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and with illustrations by Sir John Tenniel. Since that date, the book has never been out of print and has been translated into 174 languages. Its legacy covers adaptations for screen, radio, art, ballet, opera, musicals, theme parks, board games and video games. Carroll published a sequel in 1871 entitled Through the Looking Glass, and a shortened version for young children, The Nursery Alice, in 1890. On the obverse of the coins is a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Jody Clark. Although this is the same designer whose portrait appears on United Kingdom coinage, this design is different. It is, however, the same design used on Australian coinage, with Her Majesty facing right, wearing the George IV state diadem and the Victorian coronation necklace. Inside the packaging, we see portraits of a number of the characters from the story who feature on the coins. Some information about them and their role in the story is provided here. The first of the coins features my favourite character from the story, the Cheshire Cat. He is sitting on the branch of a tree with an enormous grin on his face, surrounded by hearts and spades from a pack of English language playing cards. The quote, "We're all mad here," is part of his explanation of what Wonderland is like to Alice in the story. The White Rabbit, who is the first character that Alice meets in Wonderland, appears on the second coin. Once again, he is surrounded by hearts and spades, carrying an umbrella in one hand and a pocket watch in the other. He's clearly rushing to get somewhere, and the quote, "The hurrier I go, the behinder I get," is included on the coin. The third coin features Alice herself, also surrounded by hearts and spades, leaning over a 3-legged table holding a bottle with the words "Drink Me" written on a label attached to it. In the story, the liquid inside had a flavour of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee and hot buttered toast, all mixed up. She then finds herself shrinking down to only 10 inches high after drinking from the bottle, which explains the words, "What a curious feeling," said Alice. Coin number 4 features the character of the Hatter. While the packaging refers to him as the Mad Hatter, he's not actually called that in the book, although the Cheshire Cat does say of the Hatter and the March Hare that they are both mad. He is pictured here at his tea party, surrounded by hearts and spades with the quote, "I am under no obligation to make sense to you." The final coin in this set features the Queen of Hearts. She's holding a flamingo upside down by the feet, using it as a croquet mallet in a game where the ball is a hedgehog. Surrounded once more by hearts and spades, the words here for her are, "That's enough, off with their heads." Another set of coins for the second book, Through the Looking Glass, were also produced, with a different coin for Alice and featuring the characters of the March Hare, the White Queen, the Red Queen and Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Coloured silver versions of both sets of coins were also produced, but these are the brilliant uncirculated cupro-nickel versions. I hope you've enjoyed looking at these coins with me. If you have, please like the video and leave a comment down below. You might also consider subscribing to my channel to ensure that you do not miss any of the upcoming videos of my collection.